Welcome to Vikings basketball with head coach Jase Coburn. The Portland State Vikings are Big Sky Conference champions for the regular season in 2025-26. The Vikings are assured a share of the conference title, and with 3 games to go, they can remove all doubt and clinch it outright as they go on the road this week to Montana State and Montana, and then come home next Monday, March 2nd, right here, Viking Pavilion. You want to come out for that one, Senior Day, and the Vikings are going to try to finish strongly at home. Coach, talk a little bit about the Big Sky Championship. Now, obviously, a disappointing result on Saturday, but it's more than just the one day. The Vikings' entire season came to a great point when you got a share of the Big Sky title. What does that mean to your program? What does that mean to your players?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a weird feeling, right, to lose a game at home and then all of a sudden clinch a regular season championship. But it was awesome. Like it's about all the work that went into it before that night, right? That we were able to get ourselves in a position to be able to do that. With 3 games left, to be able to at least clinch a share of the regular season championship is awesome. Um, we talked about putting a year on the banner for a long time, and so we were finally able to do that in the regular season. And to be honest, winning the regular season is really hard in the Big Sky. Like, with the teams you have to play, the coaches you got to go against, the players you got to go against, and you throw in the travel and how hard it is to win on the road in this league. Yeah, so I'm really proud of the fact that we were able to accomplish that this season.
All right. And as you take a look at what's happened the past few seasons with a good share of the players on the team right now, you've improved 17 wins to 19 wins. You figure to have more than that again this year, a Big Sky title. What has been the key to that progression over time for your program?
I think it's each team in that single season, and then the next team raising the bar, and then the next team raising the bar. I've always felt that that's how like a program should work. Because those guys from 5 years ago, like, they kind of set the standard. And then the guys from 4 years ago raised the bar, and 3 years ago raised the bar. And so we progressively have been able to raise the bar each and every single year. And a lot of the credit goes to our players now, but also our former players too. I mean, a lot of credit goes to those guys for being able to raise the bar each and every year. So, this regular season championship is definitely a shout out to all of our former players for laying the foundation and raising the standard every single year.
All right. As we look at the standings, the Vikings have a 3-game lead with 3 games to play. So that means they have clinched a share of the title. Montana State and Eastern Washington still have a chance. They could tie the Vikings. We're not going to let that happen. Portland State goes on the road at Montana State on Thursday night, a 6 p.m. game. At Montana Saturday, a 1 p.m. game Pacific time. And then, of course, here Monday night, 7 p.m. against Weber State. Coach, you need just 1 win of the 3. I know you're going to get 3 wins or a loss by those other 2 teams to win the title outright. Maybe that doesn't even matter at this point because you've already got your share of the title. What do you want to see from your team in the final 3 games?
Honestly, just to see us continue to progress and continue to get better. I mean, we got 1 week left of the regular season, and we got 3 really hard games. I'm not really looking so much for wins and losses as much as like we need to continue to improve. There's some things that we can work on that we know that we got to get better at. And so, we want to be playing our best basketball, when the conference tournament starts. And so there's, I look at it as an opportunity to get better, more so than wins and losses, or even winning the conference outright. I just want to make sure that we're on a steady improvement. So when we get to the conference tournament, we're ready to roll.
All right, Monday night, Weber State. I'm going to ask you once again, come on out and see the Vikings. It's going to be your last chance to see them here in the regular season in Viking Pavilion. It will be senior night. So let's talk for just a moment about senior night. You got some great seniors on your team. You actually have several seniors on your team. What does senior night mean to the players and to the program?
Yeah, I mean, it's especially important this year, right? Because the success we've had, the fact that we have a core group of guys that came back, We've had great crowds this season, so senior night will be a big night for us because these guys who decided to come back, like they gave everything. The guys who are new and are seniors, signed up to be part of a championship team. And so it would be great to see everybody in the city come out and support those guys because it's the last chance they're going to get to see these guys at home. And I couldn't be more proud of all of them, the returners and the new guys that are seniors. So, yeah, really excited for that night. It'll be an emotional night for sure because, those guys have given a lot to our program. And I definitely think that should be recognized and honored.
All right, last thought for the Big Sky tournament. Coach, the Vikings figure to play on Sunday, March 8th in Boise in the Big Sky tournament. And they win a quarterfinal game. They would then actually have a day off and then play Tuesday night in the semifinal and Wednesday in a championship. That's the perfect scenario. What is the perfect scenario for you in preparing your team, getting them ready, and getting through that to the NCAA tournament?
I mean, to be honest, have a great practice today. Right? Like I honestly haven't even really thought about, standings and matchups and the schedule at the Big Sky Conference tournament. I know that's probably like coach speak or whatever, but I really haven't. I let everybody else take care of the travel and all that stuff to where I can keep my mind focused on what we need to do today. And what we need to do today is have a great practice and get ready for Montana State. And we're going to take this thing one day at a time. It's what we've been doing all year. And it seemed to have been working for us this year. So we're just going to keep a narrow view. And however the seedings and matchups and all that plays out is how it plays out. I always find it interesting when people are like rooting for other teams and doing this and that, and you don't really have control over any of that. So I don't waste a bunch of time and energy on focusing on who we might play or whatever it is, because we don't have any control over it. So why waste the time and energy? So, but we know we need to have a good practice today, and we can control that.
All right, the Vikings have clinched a share of the Big Sky Conference Championship. They still have 3 games to play. Thursday night at Montana State, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Saturday at Montana, 1 p.m. Pacific time. You can see those games on ESPN+. And then right back here Monday night, the Vikings against Weber State season finale, 7 p.m. You can see it on ESPN+, but I know you're going to come right here and watch the Vikings. For all your information on Vikings basketball, go to GoVikes.com.